Smiled like time had stood so still. But something flickered in your eye. A million moments left unfilled hung heavy in a quiet high. And in that breath I knew again we're standing on the edge of then. We're not the ones we used to be, but shadows still remember me. You held the past inside your hand, but never said you'd understand. Your voice was softer, paced with care, like someone searching through a fog. And though we stood with miles to spare, the words we lost still sat like logs. I heard the truth you didn't speak between the pauses in your cheek. We're not the ones we were back then, but silence always knows the when. And though we part without regret, some questions still remain unmet. If you had turned and asked me why, I'd still have given one more try. But now we smiled and walk away, too grown to beg, too lost to stay. We're not the ones, we know it's true, but something old still passes through. You took the now, I kept the when, and we still live on the edge of then. I fell apart in quiet ways, not all at once, but bit by bit. Each promise cracked, each echo frayed, until I didn't quite fit it. But from the wreck I carved a place to rise without erasing grace. I'm built from all the things I lost, from every line that love had crossed. The scars don't lie, they tell it straight. This is the strength that breaks create. I wear the wreckage like a badge, each mark a moment I withstood. The world once said I had to patch, but now I call this damage good. I'm not the same and I won't hide this armor forged from all I cried. I'm built from all I had to face, from silence I refused to chase. The pain became a sacred stake. I stand today, built from the shatter and stay gone, but broken things still carry on. I found a rhythm in the fall, a melody beyond it all. I'm built from ruined stone and light, from nights that taught me how to fight. The cracks still glow, the pieces ache, but still I rise, built from the break. world has changed 100 ways. The street outside no longer glows. Your favorite cafe's lost its face, but still I walk where silence knows. I'm still here in the quiet places where time forgets and memory chases. Though everything around has gone, I stay because it's where you shone. The flowers bloom in different shades. The park bench leans a little more, but every step my shadow fades is one you've taken here before. I'm still here in the quiet spaces where ghosts don't ask for names or faces. You disappeared without a sound, but I remain on sacred ground. You may have moved or moved beyond, but something here still sings your song. I speak to air, it speaks back true. The part of me still waits for you. I'm still here though no one sees. I walk with echoes on the breeze. You're not a dream I try to find. You're just the stillness in my mind. We loved in shadows, never sun, afraid to burn, afraid to shine. Our hearts would race, then start to run, like thunder missing every line. We reached for something out of reach, but never dared to make it real. You held me close, then further still, like love was something not to feel. We live beneath two different skies, and told the truth with careful lies. You wanted more but stayed the same, and I became the one to blame. We danced on edges, soft and slow, afraid the fall would cost too much. But even silence tends to show the things we feared were close to touch. We almost kissed, then turned away and blamed the stars for being wrong. But even distance starts to fray when you've been waiting far too long. We live beneath two different skies, and left each other wondering why. You spoke of fate with frozen lips, while I let go in broken ships. I see you now across the dark, another flame, another spark. But skies like ours don't intertwine, they parallel but never align. You'll always be that almost place, a sky I loved but couldn't face. I saw you once across the room. Your eyes held all I'd never say. A silent world began to bloom, then faded just as fast away. If we had spoken just one word, if time had let our thoughts be heard, would you have stayed or looked away? We'll never know what hearts might say. You passed me by like autumn air, a breath I held, a chance I missed. And in that pause, too much to bear, lived every dream inside one kiss. If we had spoken just one time, would every step have changed the line? Or did we write this fate in stone by walking on and not alone? Sometimes the loudest love is still unspoken, yet it lingers still. And though our paths may never cross, I carry you in quiet loss. If we had spoken, what could be might echo through eternity. But silence was our only sound, and now it's where our hearts are The night is long, but I still wait. The moon has watched me through the years. Your shadow lingers at the gate. I whisper hope despite the fears, and I will wait until the stars fall down, until the sky forgets the sound of every promise we once knew. I'll still be here, waiting for you. The seasons change, the colors fade, but you remain within my soul. Each breath I take, a vow replayed, that love like ours can still be whole. And I will wait until the stars fall down, until the sky forgets the sound of every promise we once knew. I'll still be here, waiting for you. Even time time can't wash away the echo of your name each day. Though the world may let you go, my heart will never lose its glow. And I will wait until the stars fall down, when silence is the only sound. Through every night and breaking blue, I'll still be here, waiting for you. I saw you in an old cafe, a laugh I hadn't heard in years. You looked like me from far away, before the nights were filled with tears. You didn't know how much you'd bend, or who would leave before the end. You only dreamed with open hands, and trusted words like grains of sand. You wore your heart outside your coat. You loved too loud, too fast, too true. And every line I ever wrote still aches with all I saw in you. You didn't know the price of stay, or what the quiet walks would weigh. You danced with stars you couldn't name, but smiled before you felt the flame. If I could speak to who you were, I'd tell you break and still be pure. The pain won't steal what made you glow. You are the fire I now show. You didn't see how far you climbed, but I have carried all your time. And though you live in dreams, I know you breathe in me, half alive ago. You passed me in a crowded street. Our eyes met once, then drifted wide. A silent spark, a skipped heartbeat, then life returned to slip and slide. I wonder who you were that day, a stranger just a breath away. Our story never found its voice, but fate once gave us half a choice. You smiled like someone I once knew, or maybe dreamed a life ago. And though you vanished with the view, your name was something I still know. I wonder where your footsteps fall, if you recall that glance at all. It wasn't love, or maybe more than most hearts ever ask us for. Some souls just cross and never stay, but leave a mark that doesn't fade. I've known your name without the sound, and lost you where I hadn't found. You walked away, but still I find the echo of you in my mind. I gave too much and asked too small, became a shadow just to stay. I bent until I couldn't crawl, and smile while fading day by day. But now I see the sky again, no longer drowning in pretend. You weren't the ending of my song, just silence I mistook too long. The mirror cracked but showed me true, the face I left behind for you. Now I reclaim the parts I hid, and speak the words I once undid. 'Cause now I see the sky again, and breathe where I forgot back then. You weren't the fire, just the smoke that made me fear the air I broke. And I don't hate the love we knew, it taught me who I won't go through. Sometimes it takes a shattered fall to find the light we had all along. So now I stand beneath the rain, not to forget but not to chain. You were the storm, I was the flame, and I survived. I'm not the same. I trace your voice through satellite, a whisper through electric skies. The miles keep stealing you from sight. I feel you every time I rise. No ocean pulls your soul from mine, though we are stretched across the line. This thread between us holds so tight. Love glows through every sleepless night. Your laughter travels through the screen, a spark that pixels can't contain. Though we've not touched where we have been, my heart still beats in your refrain. No mountain hides your pulse from me. I hear you in the autumn breeze, and even in this quiet void, you're louder than the world's white noise. They say love fades without a face, but time has only marked your grace. And when we meet with space undone, I'll know you by the way you run. No distance made my heart forget. It only taught me not to fret. For those who stay without a trace are carved in time, not just in place. I trace your voice through satellite, a whisper through electric sky. Though miles keep stealing you from sight, I feel you every time I rise. No ocean pulls your soul from mine, though we are stretched across the line. This thread between us holds so tight. Love glows through every sleepless night. Your laughter travels through the screen, a spark that pixels can't contain. Though we've not touched where we have been, my heart still beats in your refrain. No mountain hides your pulse from me. I hear you in the autumn breeze, and even in this quiet void, you're louder than the world's They say love fades without a face, but time has only marked your grace. And when we meet with space undone, I'll know you by the way you run. No distance made my heart forget, it only taught me not to fret. For those who stay without a trace are carved in time, not just in place. You never called me anything, we never labeled what we had, but something in your eyes would sing a song too sweet to end as bad. You held my hand like you weren't sure, but kissed me like you couldn't wait. We lived between the less and more, a fragile, undefined escape. Even if it wasn't love, it still was something close enough. You were a dream that touched my skin, then vanished where I should have been. We never fought, we never tried, we didn't need to tear apart. We simply left like shifting tide, but still you echo in my heart. You looked at me like I was rain, just passing through, not made to stay. But every drop still spoke your name, long after skies had turned to gray. Even if it wasn't love, it still had weight, it still had touch. A chapter without start or end, but still too strong to just pretend. And I don't need to change the past. I'm glad we didn't move too fast, but there's a part I'll always keep, that only wakes when I can't sleep. Even if we never named what sparked between our gentle flames, it lit enough to show me truth, that not all love needs perfect proof. I met you where the stars don't fade, inside a dream I can't control. You smiled and all the noise just stayed beyond the reach of time or soul. And I believed you were the dawn, a light I'd somehow waited on. The morning pulled you far from me, you're where my mind still longs to be. We danced with silence, and I believed you were the dawn, a warmth I kept when night was gone. Though I woke with hands still bare, your touch remains like whispered air. Maybe dreams are just the thread between the things we leave unsaid. You never lived, but still you stayed in every thought that drifts away. And if I sleep 1,000 nights to find you bathed in silver light, then let me dream and hold you there, where love was true and hearts were We didn't love with gentle hands. We shook the walls with every kiss. No rules, no calm, no second plans. Just chaos dressed in something bliss. We were the storm, not caught within, the kind that tears and dares to win. You weren't the eye, you were the flame, and I was rain that loved the pain. We danced through lightning, begged for more, refused to lend, refused to yield. But even storms must wash ashore and wreck the truths they try to shield. We were the storm, not touched by fear, but couldn't see what burned so near. And now the sky forgets our name, but thunder still recalls the flame. If we had paused to breathe, to see, would we have broken differently? Or were we meant to clash and crash? A love too wild, too bright to last. We were the storm, a breath ablaze, a love that cracked the skies for days. And though the silence holds us now, I feel you still like thunder's vow. stop. Your voice was thunder in my chest, a storm I begged to stay and stay, but silence held what burned the rest and swept the final flame away. We lit the sky and called it fate, but stars can't hold a love whose way. Now every echo in the frost reminds me where the fire starts. If love returns and wind or rain, will we still fear the spark again? Or will we walk through smoke and learn some fires were meant just to burn? We lit the sky, but now we know that beauty sometimes lets us go. And though the embers fade and drown, I'll never leave where the fire starts. The chair still waits beside the fire, your books untouched, your coat still hung. I light the lamp and sit in quiet where all your lullabies were sung. And though the world keeps turning fast, I live between each shadow cast. You're gone, but still I hear your name in every breeze that sounds the same. Your footsteps echo down the hall. In dreams you smile, unchanged by time. No final words, no curtain fall, just silence shaped into a sign. And though the world keeps turning fast, I speak to air that holds you to chart where I went wrong, but all the roads just led to me. A compass spinning all night long, inside a storm I couldn't see. There are no maps for this kind of break, no signs to show which path to take, just empty hands and quiet skies and memories I can't revive. I walk through years without a light, still calling out to something gone. Each choice a blur of black and white, each breath unsure of where I'm drawn. There are no maps for this kind of pain, no one to blame, no one to name, just echoes in a mirror's face and footsteps I cannot replace. But maybe getting lost is part of learning how to trust the heart. And even in this vast unknown, I'll build my way back into home. There are no maps, but still I try to follow truth, not just the sky. I may not know just where I'll be, but now I walk on honestly. I saw your face in morning light, a stranger now, but still the same. Years have softened what was right and carved new letters in our name. We stood where memories used to grow, between what we forgot and know, not asking why or what we missed, just breathing through that fragile twist. Your voice was quiet, edged with grace, like songs we used to hum, not sing. We didn't rush to re-embrace, just let the silence say a thing. We stood where memories used to grow, between what we forgot and know. No need to mend or speak the hearts don't break, they just remain. There's peace in not beginning twice, but still a thread we never tied. It lives in how we meet the gaze, and not regret the lost yesterday.